Welcome to an overview of the Independent Study Project, one portion of the FCD training. The point of the Independent Study Project is to hone in on specific aspects of the course content and dig deeper to become more knowledgeable in one or two of the competency areas. What that looks like for each person differs based on their motivation for enrolling in this course. The thing about the Independent Study Project is not only do we specialize through our own projects, but we learn so much from our peers through their project updates and final presentation. When you think about the scope of the project, plan to spend about 30 hours on the Independent Study Project. Past students have had no problem meeting this hour requirement. At the same time, you don't want to take on a project that's too large, which you won't have time or capacity to finish within the 3-month time frame. You can choose to do one large project or break your project into smaller parts. Your project or projects should relate directly to one or more of the 12 competencies. Most people who go through the training really enjoy the Independent Study Project because it offers learning customization. Whether you complete this training independently or employer sponsored, to add value, I encourage you to design your project around something you're interested in and something that will benefit you in the future. As mentioned, there are 12 competencies that we cover in this training over the next 3 months. Helping skills, training peers and groups, career theory and its application, assessments and career development, ethical and legal issues, working with diverse populations, technology resources surrounding career support, job seeking and employability skills, tools and resources related to labor market, program implementation and management, and promotion and public relations. I'll now take a minute to briefly provide independent study examples related to each of these 12 competencies. The first is helping skills. And broadly speaking, helping skills are how do we as career professionals partner with clients in their career journey? You might, for instance, create or update a client intake process and then implement this process in your career practice. You might learn, pivot, and implement a new coaching technique geared towards a population of interest, or maybe explore a variety of coaching delivery modalities and then create a guide or training program for new career advisors. There are lots of options in the helping skills bucket. Training peers and groups focuses on how we work to educate others and our clients in the career development space. An independent study project related to groups might be to develop a training program for new hires related to career advancement within your organization, or organizing a workshop series to help fellow coaches learn a new resource within the field. Career Theories, which is my favorite portion of this training, is a module where we examine how career theory shapes our daily application in the profession. So coming into this training, I would say that the majority of participants are the least familiar with this competency. If this is your focus of the independent study, you might spend time researching various career theorists and apply maybe one or two theories in your coaching application. Or you might choose to do a theoretical analysis of maybe 5 career theories and then decide which theory or theories are most applicable to use in your daily coaching practice. Next, we have assessments, which examines the way that we use client information to inform the work that we do. This is also an area where participants choose to become more proficient. So you might look at taking a battery of assessments yourself to become more familiar with how to administer 1 or 2 particular assessments, which you might then decide to implement more regularly within your practice. Or you might interview a set of career counselors or mental health professionals who regularly administer and interpret assessments with their clients, and then learn about best practices around these specific assessments that need certain credentials to administer, And maybe one day you go about receiving one or more of these credentials. Next, you'll review the ethical and legal parameters of coaching and employment and learn about laws that govern or influence our industry. Options for independent study might be to join a state organization, maybe a legislative committee, do research on this committee and become involved in labor laws within your area, or maybe research and write an article for a journal magazine or blog on ethical and legal issues related to relevant and timely career topics. Next, we'll examine delivering career services to diverse populations. So under this umbrella, you might create and present a workshop related to a population of choice, maybe best practices related to coaching of this population. You might create worksheets or a guide on some career topic that's helpful to this chosen population. You could volunteer your coaching support within the many, many organizations geared towards providing service for marginalized or minoritized populations. There are many, many out there and many, many in need. So lots of options within this parameter of competency. Under this umbrella of career information and technology, you'll take a look at a variety of tools that help us deliver services more effectively and efficiently with the emergence of AI and ChatGPT as just two options. The possibilities in this competency area are really endless. Under the umbrella of job seeking and employability, we'll cover policies, procedures, and resources for job seekers in the employment process and how career coaches can provide the most effective and efficient support. If choosing this bucket for your independent study, I encourage you to work with clients outside of your typical coaching population, exploring skills and knowledge needed to help populations be more successful. You don't always have a lot of opportunity to step out of your comfort zone. And I think that impacts our coaching skills negatively. So I do encourage you through the independent study, but also through this training overall, to take a step further and look at populations that you don't normally engage with in your day-to-day workflow, and just learn a little bit more about these diverse populations and what else is out there within the field, and it will help you become a better coach and have a broader sense of the work force and workplace overall. Under the program implementation and management, we look at how career professionals organize space and services and how effective program implementation can yield greater results for career professionals and clients. Under this umbrella, you might look at redesigning maybe office structures or looking at best practices in your industry and innovative programming that's being offered to clients that your industry serves. So that's an overview of the 12 competencies and a couple ideas for each competency in what you might think about for your independent study project. To wrap up, the step-by-step process is detailed in the independent study section of this course. You want to think about your independent study project, review past project exemplars, which are provided in the independent studies section. Create and share your independent study proposal in the designated forum. And then midway through the class, I think it's around chapter 5, you will share an update on your progress in your independent study. And then at the end of the course, you will present a video slide with a voice on your independent study journey. So what you did, were the outcomes, what you might do differently, how your project connected to one or more of the competencies, and then share that with the group. And we will all learn from your process and progress. And you will also have an opportunity to review the independent study projects of others within the course. So happy planning. I'm here to help at any time throughout the process. So reach out to me if you have questions, you want to brainstorm ideas, reach out to your peers for support, for questions, for resources, for ideas. I look forward to everybody's ideas and certainly reviewing your progress and projects as you go through this process. Thank you.